Hey YouTube, this is PrimetimePokemon. In this video, I'll be opening up 10 total Scarlet and Violet 1-pack blisters. These blister packs, 5 feature Espathra and 5 feature Spidops. So these 1-pack blisters I did purchase from Game Nerdz. MSRP for these 1-pack blisters with the Scarlet and Violet series of sets, I believe, is $5.49, which is unreal. I was able to purchase these individually from Game Nerdz for $4.08 a piece. So essentially, each 1-pack blister, you get a booster pack of Scarlet and Violet base set, 1 or 2 foil promo cards, a code card, and then an oversized Pokemon coin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open both of these on camera, and then I'll just get to opening the rest of the booster packs. I'll cut the part where it shows me opening up the actual cardboard, because I know no one really wants to see all of that. They want to just quickly get through the openings. Now, Scarlet and Violet, of course, is the newest set in the Pokemon TCG. Huge changes with the first set in the 9th generation of sets. Unfortunately, to the consumer, price increases across the board, but luckily online everything is still, for the most part, below MSRP. So March 31st, 2023 is the official release date of Scarlet and Violet base set. Rarities changed, borders changed. There's lots of changes that I'll discuss as we go through this video. Now, with these 1-pack blisters being opened up, I believe I have opened all of the products released on release date for this set. Now, of course, Paldea Evolved will be released June 9th. I will be pre-ordering all of the products that is released with that set as well. So there is the coin, the Spidops, which I pulled lots of Spidops EX special illustration rares, essentially the alternate art. But as you can see, the rarity is a little bit different. This is a Black Star promo 009 for the card number and SVP in English, so Scarlet and Violet promos. Set that aside. The code, I'll give that away. TCG Live. And then here is the booster pack, no card trick needed. Of course, the price of booster packs nowadays, $4.49. I think on Game Nerdz you can get them for $3.37, something like that. Essentially the final two things, the code card and the basic energy card. So there is the basic energy card. More identifiers on it to quickly be able to tell what type of energy you have to try and minimize cheating in competitive play. You can just go straight through the pack now. It's by rarity, so of course you start with commons and Clauncher, Skiddo, Quaxley, one of the starters from the Paldea region, Squovit, Vivian, Dashman, Tatsugiri, Kirlia, 2 reverse holos in each and every pack. That second reverse holo spot is where you can pull the illustration rare or the special illustration rare. Kirlia being the first, and Sedatan being the second, and then you are guaranteed a rare holo in each and every pack. One thing I do like about the gray borders, these rare holo cards look very cool. The holo foil is on the border of the card as well. But I won't set aside the rare holo cards just because you are guaranteed one in each and every pack. So I'll open up the second 1-pack blister that features Espathra, and again, this is essentially a new generation of Pokemon. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce some of the names. And normally at the beginning of my videos, I do go over to TCG Player's Price Guide and show the most valuable cards in the set. Unfortunately, with this set, there are 258 total cards, very little value with the set. The Miriam, the special illustration rare, is the most valuable card in the set. It is not worth a ton of money, which is unfortunate, but not surprising. I know I always consider that when a new series is released, should I quit collecting for a while? I know I did that with Sword and Shield just because it's a new generation of Pokemon, new everything, and that is sort of the easy way to drop out. And I think the supply is much higher than it used to be, and the demand is lower, so there's a large surplus of cards out there, and I think the pull rates are a little bit easier in this set as well, making the prices not as expensive for individual cards. So Number 10 is the card number for this Black Star promo. I wish all the holo cards had that holofoil pattern like the promo cards did. So there is the TCG Live Code and the booster pack. Of course, Koraidon and Miraidon, the two featured Pokemon with Scarlet and Violet. So you have Koraidon on this booster pack. You have the starters on another one. Then I believe you have a terrestrialized Gyarados on the other one. I have my cheat sheet here. Yes, Gyarados would be the other one. So I'll just set aside that energy card and the code card. And second pack starts with Palmy, Smoliv, Wiglet, Grievard, Experience Share, Toedscruel, Cyclizar. I know there's a Cyclizar box that was recently released. Toedscruel, Arboliva, which is a rare. And the final card would be that same Arboliva. So it happens more than you'd think getting the exact same card right in a row. It's not often in past videos that I wouldn't set aside that rare holo. If you are short on time, I will summarize all my good pulls at the end of this video. But this is the part I'll cut out, and then I'll get right to opening the packs out of the cardboard. So as Michael Scott would say in The Office, actually as Pam would say, cut. Alright, so here are the 8 booster packs out of the cardboard 1-pack blisters, and I'll get right to opening them up. Started off with this one that features Koraidon. I would say my card that I'd like to pull the most would be that Miriam, the special illustration rare. It is a very cool looking card. It is good competitively. I know the Miraidon EX, also a special illustration rare, is probably my most wanted when it comes to collectability. Tandemos starts this one. Smoliv, Primeape, Palmy, Jacques, Florigato, Zangoose, Houndour, the first reverse holo, second is a Cacnea, and then a Koraidon EX. Pulled both Koraidon and Miraidon EX quite a bit. Now when it comes to Pokemon EX in this set, let's see if I have a little cheat sheet here, and there are 12 total Pokemon EX. Of course, EX returning from the EX series of sets, last seen in EX Power Keepers back in 2007, which is a good year for myself. Set that one aside. Of course, different rarity. That EX card has 2 black stars on it, essentially indicating a double rare. Of course, the rarities more similar to Japanese cards. Of course, Japan is where Pokemon was first created and originated. Silicobra starts this one. Bisharp, Riolu, Gogoat, Mabostiff, Miriam. Here is the supporter that I wouldn't mind pulling as that special illustration rare. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile in your deck. If you shuffled any cards in your deck in this way, draw 3 cards. Spiritomb, Magikarp, one of the most powerful Pokemon. Energy Search, and then the final card would be a King Gambit. So not much. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I pulled 3 Spidops EX from my openings, and that is it for the special illustration rares that are EX. And there are 12 different special illustration rares in this set. I pulled the same one 3 times. Gardevoir is another card that I would not mind pulling as an EX. The special illustration rare, or is it just, yes, it was a special illustration rare. Ralt starts this one. Tandemos, Pokegear 3.0. That was in the deck that I used to win a league challenge. Floette, Penny, Metacham, Quaxwell, reverse holo of a Houndour. Second one would be a Cacnea, and the final card would be an Annihilape. Of course, the brand new Stage 2 evolution to the first generation Pokemon, Mankey, and then the Stage 1 evolution of that in Primeape. Okay, here is Miraidon on this booster pack. Certainly let me know in the comment section of this video what your favorite card is from Scarlet and Violet. Either your favorite card or your favorite Pokemon from the 9th generation of Pokemon. Energy Retrieval starts this one. Lechonk, Slowpoke, Wattrel, Ultra Ball, very good trainer card. Espathra, Arvin, Rocky Helmet. Of course, tool cards are their own category instead of being a subcategory. Magnemite, and the final card would be a Great Tusk EX. One thing I didn't show on the last EX I pulled, you can see it's almost like a Radiant Collection or a Classic Collection subset pattern to the EX cards. Pretty cool looking. Now, EX, the lowercase, are different than EX, the uppercase. Here is the Gyarados. You can have a Gyarados or an Arcanine in that crystallized look. I actually pulled an Arcanine out before. That card, very beautiful. Alright, let's pull an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. I'm surprised I haven't pulled one yet. Floette starts this one. Palmy, Smoliv, Wiglet, Florges, Muck, Vivian, Professor's Research, Reverse Holo. Second one would be a Shuppet, and the final card would be an Arboliva. So you're seeing a lot of duplicates, unfortunately. You can pull both versions of the Professor's Research in full art form, I believe. I've pulled the Turo one, so there's Seda and Turo. Right on this one again. Go back and forth between the Sword and Shield series of sets and then the Scarlet and Violet, and I'm all messed up with the card trick sometimes. Piece of the pack didn't want to get off my finger. Growlithe starts this one. Shuppet, Tandemos, Smoliv, Torkoal, Breloom, Kilowattrel, Reverse Holo, Flubebe, a Pokeball. And did I do the card trick incorrectly, or was there just not a card in that one? So let me search through here. It does feel like the pack's a little light. So maybe I moved too much through. Yes, that is exactly what I did, talking about butchering the card trick. Here is an Armarouge as the rare holo. So I moved 3 cards over instead of 2 to the side there. So unfortunately it wasn't anything good, and this has been, to me, a pretty down opening. Maybe there's something good out of one of these 2 final packs, and it is a bit disappointing you're not pulling anything good. There's not much value in the set. But with that being said, over the years, usually the first set in a new series of sets isn't very good. I know the black and white series of sets in particular, not until you get to, Noble Victories, that the sets are any good at all. So make sure to just take the 2 cards, the code card and then the energy card. That is all. Okay, Lechonk starts this one. Starly, Tarantula, Wattrel, Crocodile, Florges, Muck, Flamigo, Scovillain, which is an uncommon, second reverse holo, and then a Cloth. So, this is a very disappointing opening, I would say, and that is the #1 reason why it's really not a good idea to buy sealed products to open up. The only sealed product that I would really recommend would be a booster box. It's the best price per pack, and you do have somewhat guaranteed pull rates. Other than that, all the other products I'd really pass on unless you're going to buy them and keep them sealed. Especially with a set like Scarlet and Violet, just go out and buy those cheap singles and buy the cards that you want to collect. Of course, it's not as fun, but much, much cheaper in the long run. So the 3 basic starters from the Paldea region on the final pack. Do the card trick correctly again. And let's see what's in this final one. Otherwise, we have a big 3 cards to summarize. Final pack starts with Chansey, Rare Candy, Fido, which is a pretty cool looking illustration rare, Dedenne, Vitality Band, Toxtricity, Crocodile, reverse holo of a Pachirisu. Second one would be a Pawmot, so there we go. Not all's lost. At least I did get 1 illustration rare. Has that gold star, so it's essentially an art rare, Japanese rarity-wise, and then a Skeledirge as the final card. But still, out of 10 packs, 3 good pulls, which is about average, but you take into account that you're guaranteed a rare holo card in each and every pack now, and that is, to me, below average pulls. But I'll quickly go through the 4 cards that I set aside for the summary of pulls section. Arboliva, the one and only reverse holo rare. 2 Pokemon EX in Great Tusk and Koraidon, and then 1 illustration rare in the Pawmot. And yes, this is a secret rare, but the rarities are all over the place. There's something like 60 secret rares in this set. So that will conclude this video. I hope to those watching that if you're opening up any Scarlet and Violet products in your near future that you get much better pulls than I did here. But I would like to thank everyone for watching. Make sure before you go to leave this video a like, and then subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. You can always also become a patron of mine on Patreon if you would like to help support my channel even more. But again, thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.